what the news channels are not telling. What the news channels are not telling. One thing is that okay, repeatedly one should not tell, but at least they should have told this, made it clear to the public that okay, no drug is available, and the drug HCQ, hydroxychloroquine, and the other drug azithromycin. Both are, one is for, use. Azithromycin is used for erythromycin, all that, only same line of, same kind of drug. That drug is used by only for upper respiratory tract infections treat. And apart from that, I have heard that they are giving treating with paracetamol for this COVID-19. And what else? The Tamiflu, Levemir, that they are using, but none of them are working. Yesterday, I saw one video posted by Krishnaraj Rao, and that video was posted on Facebook by some Pakistani doctor who works in ICU. Uh, it doesn't seem to be a fake video, and he is talking and he's trying to put some sense into the Muslims. His own, he's a Muslim. His own brother, and he's trying to put some sense in that. They should not go and gather like for a prayer and all during these times, because once you get it and your body is unable to fight the disease, the virus, you will die in a very bad way. That is what he is telling. I tried to post the same video on my YouTube channel, but it didn't get posted. I don't know for what reason. Another thing is what people, the YouTube channels, the news channels, and even on TV, what they are not telling is the herd, herd this one immunity. Shekhar Gupta and that fellow Karan Thapar, they were talking about herd immunity. They were asking the head of ICMR, he is a old person. I think he is a scientist of some sort. He is telling about herd immunity. What is immunity? I will explain. Immunity is the strength of a person to fight the disease from any kind of disease. A person gets strength to fight any kind of disease. One is through exposure. If a person is getting exposed to certain kind of dust or anything, he might get immune to it after certain point. But in the meantime, the damage whatever is causing whatever it is causing to the body, it might not get like it might lead to some other thing. That is one thing. And for immunity, one thing is that from birth of a child till the last breath taken when in old age, till such time, how the baby is brought up, what kind of food it eats, and what kind of surrounding it is living in. All these things count, including the kind of diseases it is exposed to, the kind of food that is eating, whether it is eating non-vegetarian food, whether it is eating vegetarian food, and also the genetic factor is there. The heredity factor is also there. Okay, for example, heredity means, I'll give example of hair loss. If the grandfather didn't have much hair, during his old age, even the children and the grandchildren will suffer from the same thing. 99%. Okay, and all these things are not pakka also. This information is not pakka, but immunity per se depends on a lot of factors and all underlying factors such as diseases. Any kind of disease any person is suffering from, it all depends on the fighting capacity of the person's body against any kind of external threat to the body, that which any disease or any virus or any bacteria. The herd immunity, I don't agree at all. Herd, there is nothing called as herd immunity. Herd immunity is actually they are telling that whoever will live and whoever will die. That's all. Because if this thing goes unchecked, if it goes unchecked, like if there was no lockdown and if this thing were to any person is moving, everybody is moving freely, and there is no this one guarantee that the any person might not catch the virus, because who is carrying the virus, that we won't come to know. They are putting in some places putting seal and all. All that won't work. Who all one person if they are in India in a place like India, who all a person will meet in a period of time, say in 1 week or 15 days. Who knows? And it's very difficult to keep track of every person, whoever is doing. And the criteria used by the ICMR or the Indian government to find out who is having this kind of disease, that is infected from coronavirus, they are telling only two, three symptoms. That is high fever, cough, and headache, and itchy throat. These are the symptoms which they are looking for if somebody is having this. And unfortunately, these symptoms, whatever symptoms I have told, the high fever or fever, itchy throat, coughing, sneezing, all these things, they won't show up suddenly. It will take time, 10 days to 15 days to 1 month. After 1 month also, it might show. That is what they are telling now. So it is very difficult to make out who might have caught a disease or who might not have caught a disease. Ultimately, until such time that some medicine is uh, found out, there's some antiviral medicine is found out. Certain until such time, it is very risky to go outside and mingle with people or go to places where people are in large numbers. That is cinema halls or anywhere outside any market. Even if we go outside, and the another thing what the government should have done is that they should have suggested that okay, even tomorrow, maybe if at all, maybe after 1 or 2 months or even 3 months, the lockdown is lifted and people start moving around. It should be made mandatory that everybody will wear gloves for the hands and also mask for the face and also even goggles. I don't know, because we don't know to what extent this disease might get spread, and there is uncertainty of finding of a medicine cure for this COVID-19. So keeping this all this thing in mind for people who are sitting in at home due to lockdown, whoever is patient, whoever is having a lot of patience until such time a cure is found out, better stay at home because it is very highly risky to move around at this point in time. And unfortunately, daily here in my neighborhood, in my neighbor, the Muslim husband and wife, they are staying. What they do, they in daytime they don't go, but 6 o'clock afterwards they simply wear their lady will be in burqa, and then I don't know whether they go to the mosque or where they go to. No, they are behaving as if it is some kind of holiday the government has given. He is a bus driver. He will go, and then I don't know at what time they will come. They will come at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and police. I don't know police. How much can they? They put barricades here and there in every road. I've seen that myself. But who will wake up all night for how many days will they wake up and keep track of all these things, whether people are moving or not? Certain people, what they are doing, they are going in the early morning outside, as if the government has given some kind of holiday. All this should not be done, and people are not understanding the severity of the situation. Very bad thing, and then it's summer, and then all these things. I do understand. Summer can't sit at home. Your fan is running 24/7. Still, a lot of problem. Anybody who has patience only will win through this situation. Anybody who has patience, and for I don't know, for people who are very poor, government is trying to do a lot of things that giving ration and all, but how much it will be successful and who all the this one it will reach, the ration will reach or the money will reach, I don't know. But people who are okay with sitting at home, who have all the food facility, medical facility at home they are having, they need not go outside, they will be safe ultimately. Other people who, even if a lockdown is lifted partially also, it is highly risky. It is very highly risky, and people might die in lakhs. I don't know, maybe, because the one thing is there is no cure. If there was some cure, then government or any person, they would have got the medicine from some other country or even produced it here only. and the people would have simply gone ahead with their daily activities as if nothing had happened. Nothing is, no more drug is working against this medicine. No medicine is working against this disease, this virus. One big headache these Chinese people have created. Really feel bad for each and every person all over the world. Very bad.